All right. Well, we are back. So you want to lead a party? I'm Reagan, and you may notice that Nate isn't here with me now. Do not worry. Nate will be in and out as well as myself because, as we all know, the world is changing. And with that, work and obligations also change with it. So there'll be days that Nate will be here. There'll be days that Nate and I will be here. And then there'll be days that it'll just be me. So we're changing our format a little bit and we're turning it more into a bring in guests because people seem to really like that. And we have our first guest of our new show of the new year 2022, my friend Steven Cohen. Steven,
Hi,
hey,
how are
how
you? Long
are
time no see.
you? I know, man. It's okay. I'm going to say this. So at the beginning of, I think it was 2021, no, the end of 2020, towards the beginning of 2021, I started kind of building my Twitter uh, base, like following a lot more people. You were one of the very first people in comedy
Really?
Twitter that I started interacting with. And so it has
Nice.
been wonderful getting to know you
Yeah,
and just learning from everybody. And I hope that it has been enjoyable for you as well.
it has. You came on my game show. I used to have a comedy game show where I would make people say stupid stuff, and you came on and you said stupid stuff, and I think you won. Did you win?
No, I lost. I started to win, and then I got my ass handed to me
I blame.
because
Sorry.
Peter and Bob were so much funnier than me.
I blame anti-intellectualism. Anti-intellectualism all the way. The judges were against you because they're not sapiosexuals.
I got, yeah, I got spanked, and you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I like a good spanking. Spanking is fun. Oh my gosh. So welcome to New Year, new show. All
Yeah.
right. So with this, what we're doing is we're bringing on guests. We're asking our guests, tell us a person that you want to talk about, whether you love them, hate them, you feel meh about them. So who is your person?
Yeah, let's go with the richest man in money, but the poorest man in personality, Elon Musk.
Ah, yes. Yes, Elon Musk. He is contradictions upon contradictions upon yeah. He
Yeah.
he he is an interesting figure. I so I'll be honest with you. Elon Musk wasn't even in my zeitgeist until the incident in Thailand happened, where that
Oh
soccer
wow.
team
Okay.
was caught in the cave. It
Yeah.
it did he didn't register with me because there was other stuff I was worrying about, such as how do you teach 37-year-olds how to add and multiply. So there were other things.
That's
But
a really
then
specific. That's a really specific age group. You only teach 37-year-olds.
yes, only 37-year-olds.
God, you can't.
You have
You
to be
can't teach me. I'm so
37.
sad. You can't. You can't teach me. All right. But maybe when I'm 37, you can teach me how to do math. Finally, I would love to learn.
I will be happy to.
I have a totally different angle on that.
Okay.
That was the first moment that I started to notice that this guy isn't a great guy. In fact, this guy's kind of a creep. I was really excited. I was really impressed that he was giving his submarines to help out and be involved in
Right.
it. And then all of a sudden, he starts calling that guy a pedophile. And
Yeah.
that just seems strange. Like, where was that coming from?
Right.
And I don't know. I started to notice, hey, maybe this guy is more style than he is quality.
Right. Because like when I started going back and rewatching things like the MCU movies or Big Bang Theory, I saw him show up as a special guest. But again, it never registered to me. And then the thing with the submarine in Thailand, from what I read about that, his company, the engineers at his company came up with that thing in like 8 hours or something like that. And no, it may not have worked, but the fact that they did that was like really incredible. What then became problematic is that the gentleman who was doing the diving, and I just forgot his name, and anybody who watches the show knows I forget people's names all the freaking time. Sorry. He threw the first shot. I mean, let's be honest, because he said, "Oh, it wasn't even going to work anyway." But even though he threw the first shot, you don't have to call somebody a pedophile.
Well, also, I mean, what a huge jump up from, hey, this isn't going to work, to you're a pedophile. That's like someone thumbing their nose at you and you immediately throwing a dagger at their daughter.
Which, as a Chicagoan, is kind of like what we do here. Someone steps near your shoes, next thing you know, everybody's in a fist fight. So no, it's not right, but I kind of understand it. So yeah.
All right. So you feel that from him. You like that about him. And listen, that's not the most problematic thing for me with him. It's the whole acting like he's some sort of a genius when he's really just the best mid-level manager that modern times has ever seen.
So, agreed to disagree a little bit on that one, because when I was looking him up, all right, so just like, because we are about history, he was born in South Africa. His father, Errol Musk, is South African. His mom is Canadian, but she was raised in South Africa. And he has 2 younger siblings and then 2 half siblings after his parents divorced. And then he stayed with his dad for a while, and it sounds like his dad was not a nice person.
Abusive.
Right, very abusive. And so then Elon went into Canada so then he could immigrate into the US. And I can sort of understand at the beginning.
He lived with his mom. He lived with his mom at first during that time. I think that was his early teens. Sure.
Right, because he was in school in South Africa, and he did that so he wasn't conscripted into the military, then went to school in Canada, and then came down here. And when he started doing those businesses like Zip and PayPal, it sounds like he has some savviness. He has some business savviness.
Yeah, absolutely. He definitely has some savviness. I'm just saying he doesn't know how to code. I'm saying that he doesn't have a real background in STEM, but he likes to act like he's Iron Man. And really, at the end of the day, he's an investor in Stark Industries. And good for him.
Right.
Cool. Also, he likes to purport that when he moved to Canada, he was middle class. He really didn't have much money. But then he also tells stories about walking around New York City with emeralds and rubies in his pocket.
Right. So that's weird too, because you can't quite pinpoint what was happening there. His parents married in their 20s, and it sounds like Errol invested in the emerald mine after he and May divorced. Because May talks about, I think that's how you pronounce her name, Maye. Correct me if I'm wrong. But she talks about how after the divorce and after she left him, she was eating peanut butter sandwiches and beans for meals. So either he had the money beforehand and she left without trying to get alimony or anything like that, or he got the money after they divorced.
My understanding is he had the money before the divorce and that he's from generational wealth and that she was escaping him and his jerkholery. And She escaped to Canada, and then Elon followed her. But as far as I can tell, the stories of them being poor are sort of made up so that he can create this legend. And this is something that people love to do now, is they love to create these legends of them overcoming great issues, but they're just stories. And if you are in the technology industry and you're in the communications industry, you have to know that everything's out on the internet, especially when you spend as much time communicating on the internet as Elon does. How much does he tweet per day? It's insane.
Oh my gosh, yes. And that's where it gets me. So first it was calling someone a pedophile, and then daring them to sue you. The next part were the tweets where he violated SEC regulations. Then he's making statements about Bernie Sanders and his age, and him requesting that everybody pay their fair share regardless of where you are. We all need to participate in this society for it to move forward. Then building a business in, and I'm going to mispronounce this, but I did practice this, Xinjiang, China, where the Uyghur people are being oppressed and treated like modern day slaves. You're building a business there. And then on top of that, saying, if we don't have more babies, then society is going to collapse. And to that, I'm like Geralt of Rivia. I have been through so many collapses of society. If we allowed gay marriage, society would collapse. If we allowed children to play role-playing games, society would collapse. If we let people watch Harry Potter movies, society, it's like, you all keep talking about how society is going to collapse. It's not. It's just your way is going to end. Then the $137 million settlement for his company's treatment of people of color. The fact that people were told, don't walk by his desk, he may just suddenly fire you. Him not listening, him not listening to his staff, who are these highly intelligent people that you hired for a reason, saying there's a problem here, and you going, well, no, because all I've ever wanted to do is go to Mars, and we're going to Mars.
Horrible
and people
person.
Are just gonna...
Horrible person. Great person to make a Dungeons and Dragons character out of.
He really will make a great Dungeons and Dragons character. So Absolutely. That is going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So love him or hate him, let's turn him into a Dungeons and Dragons character. All right. You ready to bring it? You ready?
Let's take this character to the moon. Yeah, no, I really think he's a warlock.
Okay.
I think that he has a demonic master that he can go to for support and luck, and that's why he's able to get through all this stuff. There's a lot of things that we could have made him, but I certainly think he's a warlock. He would like to tell people he's an artificer, but he's not. I really like the idea of a changeling warlock for him. I think that he does like to shift his face and change his face. At one moment, he'll be saying, oh, well, I'm a socialist. And then all of a sudden he's arguing with Bernie Sanders and he's saying, well, I'm not that kind of socialist. And what kind of socialist is he? I don't understand. I don't get what he is. And I think that is his whole appeal, is he is everything and nothing. He's a rich white guy. That's what he is.
All right.
Let's start with otherworldly patron, because I feel like that's going to be the most intriguing part of him.
Okay. So with this one, you're looking at the different types. So it could be celestial. It could be a fiend.
What's I don't see him going towards a celestial or a fiend.
Okay.
The great old one makes sense. What's the fathomless?
All right. The fathomless for this one. And of course, the son of a bitch doesn't tell me. All right. The fathomless. To watery destinations. Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, Mars might be a watery destination.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna say let's stick with the great old one.
The great old one. All right.
Yeah.
So his constitution is a 13. His wisdom is a 13. Charisma is already maxed out. So the next thing we'd be hitting is his dexterity.
This makes so much sense for Elon Musk too. He is so charismatic. Like even though I'm making fun of him and picking on him, like I sort of enjoy thinking about him. I write a lot of jokes about him on TikTok, and like it's fun to make fun of him because he's enjoyable. Like I don't make fun of people that I actually fully hate, you know? Well, that's not true. I do make fun of some of them, but like I really enjoy like interesting people, and he's interesting.
He is.
I just think that he's trying to sell us out to Cthulhu.
Oh yeah,
he's to Mars. That's where Cthulhu is buried. Okay.
Oh, that's where he's buried?
I don't know. Anyways.
All right. So with him, is he an entertainer? Is he a far traveler? No. Is he a folk hero?
Scroll down for me. Scroll down for me.
Yep. Is he a noble, an outlander?
Guild artisan merchant.
Okay.
He's a guild merchant.
Okay.
Or maybe he's a folk hero.
Right.
That's interesting too.
Because there are, because like even just us talking, there are these different perspectives on what his life growing up was like. Because even his brother and sister won't really talk about what it was like in that family.
It's because their dad was abusive.
Well, yeah.
Inheritor? Maybe inheritor. No, let's go with folk hero. That's fun. It also kind of gives him that who's that character from the Legend of Korra? That's the creator scientist. You didn't watch Legend of Korra? I need to leave this podcast right now. Did you watch The Last Airbender? Oh my God. All right. Wait, what are you doing with your life? Go watch those. When we're done tonight, that's your job. Go watch those.
This is now where you get to choose personality and ideals, bonds and flaws. This is a fun part. All right. Judge people by their actions, not their words. If someone's in trouble, I'm ready to lend a hand. I set to mind to something and I follow through. I set my mind to something. I follow through no matter what. Yeah. And you get a second one. I get bored easily. I misuse long words. Think is for the people. I prefer action. I'm confident in my own abilities and do what I can to instill confidence in others. I misuse long words in an attempt to sound smarter, just for fun. Just for fun. He's not known for malapropisms, but that's just a fun addition to the character that doesn't really have to do with Elon Musk, just for my own style of playing. That I would enjoy that. All right. His ideals: respect, fairness, freedom, might, sincerity, and destiny. I'm going to go with freedom. Okay. He loves freedom. But it says tyrants must not be allowed to oppress the people. Well, I don't view myself as a tyrant. Well, not you, no. Right. But some people he has supported are tyrants. But they were helping him get to his goal. Okay. Because I'm thinking destiny. You don't see him for freedom? Where do you see him? Nothing and no one can steer me away from my higher calling.
You know, I'm sure that would be fun to play,
Okay.
but
All right.
I'm going to say tyrants must not be allowed to oppress the people, but I'm just going to say that he's short-sighted about it, because if people are helping him, they're not tyrants.
Ah, okay.
Or am I allowed to do that?
Yeah, you can do that. It's D&D.
All right.
You have the freedom to choose. All right, his bonds.
I worked the land. A proud noble once gave me an horrible beat. No, my tools are symbols of my past life. I carry them. Protect those who cannot protect themselves. I wish my childhood sweetheart could come with me to pursue my destiny.
I'm kind of thinking 3.
Yeah, it's his dad.
Yeah.
It's his dad.
Yeah.
That's so depressing. Sorry, Elon, if you're watching this, sorry, I'm not making light of you being abused as a child.
Oh God, no, not at all.
No.
Not at all. Because also, if you add to it the fact that he has Asperger's, I'm guessing it was even worse. Because if you, as the parent or the guardian, don't understand the thing that your child is going through, sometimes you get even more abusive.
So he brought up that he has Asperger's on SNL. That was where he let people know, and that was years after the DSM-5 came out, which got rid of Asperger's. So Asperger's is no longer considered a thing. It's just a part of the autism spectrum. And it was really interesting to hear him say, "Oh, I'm the first person to host a show with Asperger's," because I can think of a laundry list of people who possibly have Asperger's that have hosted that show. B, Asperger's is really just a part of the autism spectrum. It's not really a true grouping of people that they consider anymore. It's just a part of another grouping. But anyways, it's real interesting that he said that. He's just such an interesting guy. But definitely the autism aspect of it.
Yeah.
It definitely had to, the neurodivergence, it definitely had to make things difficult. I can think back to my childhood where my parents would try to, put me in the right direction, but there was no way because I've got ADHD. And they didn't understand how to deal with it because it was kind of a new thing at the time. And, it is what it is.
They were putting a lot of kids on medications.
I went on medications and it didn't work. And I was like, well, I'm never going to use it again. And now as an adult, I finally realized I was on the wrong medications. And now I've gone back on and I'm like, well, these are slightly better. Number 2 sounds good here.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, number 3. Wow.
Oh. Number 3 would be fun to play with. In a D&D aspect.
Yeah, number 5 sounds possible, and number 6 for sure. But let's go with number 3 because that just feels very true about Elon Musk.
That's okay. All right. So with this one, we get to choose 3 cantrips and 6 known spells. So the cantrips are the ones that he can do over and over again without having to use any spell slots. Now, because he is a warlock, he's not going to be at the front lines. He's going to be more towards the back.
Yep. What is friends?
All right. So friends, you have advantage on all charisma checks, but they can't be hostile to you. And you also can't let the creature know that you actually used that spell on them.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Definitely something. And then it becomes hostile to him afterwards. That's funny. What's infestation?
Oh. Cloud of mites, fleas, and other parasites.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm going to go with that just because it sounds fun, not because it's something that I think that I don't connect him personally with louses or with pests. I'm not saying that, people watching. pre pre prestidigitation. Oh, I thought I knew what that was, but maybe I don't.
Basically, you're doing like these like little tricks and stuff like that.
Is it like luck?
It's just minor tricks to show off.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. He does like showing off, but
it's not going to help you in a battle. Well, yeah, it's not going to really help you in a battle.
Let's go with minor illusion.
All right. So,
and again, I don't think that he's too worried. I don't think he's too worried about a battle because he has other people to fight it for him. He'll help them fight. He'll help them fight if he has to. But he's more concerned with making sure he gets the money and loot off of the dead bodies of his enemies. Jeff Bezos, be careful. Bill Gates, watch out.
Oh my gosh, they are all divorced.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. All right. So for this one.
And their other friend, Epstein, is divorced from life.
Well, yeah. They
were all on the plane. They were all on the plane. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying they knew each other. I'm not saying nothing.
Well, it's weird that because like Zuckerberg said, yeah, Musk introduced me to Epstein, and then Musk is like, I never was there. And it's like, there are receipts, right?
There's so many. That's the thing is he never seems to understand that like there are receipts. It'd be one thing to be like, oh yeah, I met him, but I didn't know that about him. That would have been smarter. But like, why straight up lie? Because he's neurodivergent and he thinks that he can get away with these lies because people don't usually call him out on it. So what's the next group of things? Do we get spells now?
Yeah, we're choosing 6 spells.
Okay.
So take your time because well, let me do this. So I'll show you the level 1 spells. Usually I choose 2 per level.
Okay.
So level 2 spells.
Cause fear. Charm person sounds good. Yeah, cause fear and charm person. Those are both him.
There are some other ones down here, just so you know.
All right. Protection from evil and good.
Mm-hmm.
Not this hideous laughter, unseen servant. Okay, no. So we'll go with unseen servants.
Okay.
Those are all of the Twitter profiles that he pays for that go and like attack people that make fun of him. And then charm person. We'll get rid of cause fear.
Okay. All right. So level 2 now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Level 2.
Okay. Keep scrolling down for me.
Okay. Suggestion is a fun one, but you have to word it just right.
Let's actually, just because I think it'll make the character more creepy, let's go with spider climb.
Okay.
we can use that. We can use that. I think we'll use that more for weird things. And then if you can go back up to the top.
Yep.
Can't you just imagine Elon Musk just like at a party? He's like, hey guys, look what I can do. And then I like detect thoughts, but what is Crown of Madness? What is Crown of Madness before?
All right, Crown of Madness. Succeed on a whiz save. A twisted crown of jagged iron appears on the head and a madness glows in their eyes. Oh, wow. So you get to choose who they attack.
Oh. Yep. Let's do that.
You have to maintain control over them. So it looks like they have to keep doing whiz saves.
Well, it's cool because I have people that work for me that are doing my fighting, so it's no big deal. I'm just back here hanging out on the ceiling.
Ew.
Cassius form, that's funny.
Okay. Summon.
Oh. Let's go with summon Faye.
Okay.
And I'll tell you my thinking. He's totally into banging fairies. Like he just like pop stars, stuff like that. Like he left his wife and immediately was living with a 22-year-old actress. Like totally like that what's the Fey magic? What do they have that's makes them seem radiant? I forget, but he's into that. He loves it. He loves them being around. Scroll back up for me.
Yeah. The fact that he was chasing after Amber Heard before.
He wasn't chasing after her. He was with her while Johnny Depp, like there's video of him at Johnny Depp's compound having sex with her in the elevator while she was married to Johnny Depp.
But they said that he's been after her since 2012, before they were together for a while.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a dangerous lady, but makes sense for him. Let's go with Counterspell.
Okay.
I feel like that would definitely be like a thing that he, pulls off really well. As somebody else tries to do something, and he's like, "No, we're gonna do this instead."
All right, so it looks like we did everything. We didn't really give him any equipment because he is a warlock, so there really isn't much that he could have besides, his boots and some clothes and stuff like that.
Okay, he's going to inherit it.
Right. Now, because I did move him down from a level 10 to a level 5, his hit points did go down.
Oh, well.
As well as his charisma and dexterity.
He's not gonna get hit. He has employees for that.
Right. But you still see that we're good on the intimidation. And we've got some other stuff here that looks pretty good. Deception, performance, persuasion.
Animal handling.
Animal handling. Oh wow, he does have some good animal handling. All right.
Yeah.
Plus, he is a shape changer.
I don't want to tell you where he got that animal handling ability from.
Oh no.
This is a PG-13 show.
All right. So he's got
performance. Yep.
Yep.
Love it.
And then the spider climb is going to be so creepy.
Yeah, yeah. And he's going to use it. He's going to use it like at the most awkward moments for the party too. Like he's not gonna be thinking about helping the party like all of the time. Like he's gonna be a good party member because you have to be. We're not gonna make him a murder hobo.
No.
Okay.
No. You don't want him to be a murder hobo.
No. But we are going to like make some of his actions make things more festive for the rest of the group. We'll make things more entertaining by just how weird he acts. Yeah. I'm here for him. And the great thing about Elon Musk is we don't need to come up with a fake Dungeons and Dragons name. His name's Elon Musk. What kind of name is that? His mom's name was May Musk. I never knew that. May Musk.
Yeah, Maye. So I think it was pronounced May. Yeah. But also South Africa, there are like 7 to 11 official languages in South Africa. So yeah. And then add in the Canadian.
So many excuses for his parents giving him that weird name. That poor autistic child having to grow up as Elon Musk. No wonder he doesn't pay taxes.
Well, it's better than your name being Arm & Hammer.
Oh my God. What the heck? What the heck is wrong with that family? And he's like Arm & Hammer the 5th.
Yeah.
That's like an ongoing thing for that family, ruining those children. Oh, how did you end up becoming a cannibal? My family named me Arm & Hammer. It's wrong.
Yeah.
Just wrong.
So yeah, there's a lot of unfortunate things. All right. So thank you so much, Steven. What are you up to now? I know that things are changing, but what do you got?
Follow me on all forms of social media. I'm Monkey in Heaven on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram, on OnlyFans. No, wait, not OnlyFans. And then I'm Steven Business Cohen on YouTube, and I'm always putting up dumb videos. I'm very, very politically active, but my politics are crap. So if you want to see some bad takes on politics, I'm making jokes about the news all of the time. I am more on the side of the leftists, but don't worry. I'm going to make fun of Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden. And look, you know what? Sometime I'm going to make fun of Bernie Sanders. I haven't done it yet. I do Bernie Sanders impressions where he's the good guy, but sometime I'll do a Bernie Sanders bad. We'll see. We'll see. Everyone gets some love. Yeah. And I do stand up in New York City. And as soon as COVID's done, my goal is to, get out to Chicago. I would love to do a show with you, and then get back to San Francisco and LA. If you want to see stand-up comedy or dumb sketches or just dumb jokes that are written out, please follow me. Reagan, you've been so nice and liking all of my stuff on TikTok. Thank you. I just started TikTok. I've been on there for years, but I never did anything with it.
I know.
So tough, but whatever. I'm doing it because you know what? What am I supposed to be doing right now other than dying from COVID?
Don't die.
I won't.
I can't.
I'm making TikTok videos instead.
Okay. Yes, you cannot die.
Yeah.
You can don't die.
But please follow me and then watch all of my videos all the way through 3 times. If you don't watch my video all the way through, then you've just damaged my algorithm. Oh, so bad. Horrible. If you watch 99% of the video, you've just hurt me personally. Oh. Yeah. Oh. And then comment, share, send it to any women who are in their late 30s, early 40s who have just been through a divorce or who are single. I know Elon Musk wants us to make kids. I'm not going to make any kids. When it comes to having kids, I'm a realist. I really, really don't want them. I've had friends say, Steven, if you don't have kids, who's going to look out after you when you get older? And that's not a reason to have kids.
That is true. That is not a good reason to have children. That really isn't.
Younger women. Let them watch out after me when I get older. No, I'm just joking. If you have friends that are around my age range, I just turned 40, send them my stuff. I'm very funny and handsome. And I'm not trying to make babies with them, which is great because they probably have babies already.
Not necessarily, but yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Steven. And thank you for joining us on our reformatted show for the new year. 2022 is going to be our year. Woo! And now we're going to go back to this and they're going to go, this is when the year 2022 was destroyed. Because I yelled at 2022 is our year. Oh. All right. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next week. Thank you for joining us on another episode of So You Want to Lead a Party. Please click the subscribe button, the like button, and don't forget to ring the bell. And if you enjoyed this week's episode, check out last week's video or the YouTube suggested videos.